Yes, people, back again with another 620 podcast. Of course, it's that time. It's 9:15. It's a Monday, and we've just had loads of Premier League action. And I can't lie, yo, one team is getting cooked. Bring that club here, boy. Chelsea FC. Bro, let's face it, these men could be going through three managers in one season. Three managers in one season. Chelsea, bring your club here. You man about to get roasted. How you holding Spitfire out to Villa in your own gaff? In your own gaff, fam. This is a team that have spent hundreds of million. We should be starting to see the fruits of the labor, but we're not, man. We're not. Like, I get it. Players need time to adapt. Bro, when I started my new job, I needed a week or two to adapt. These men have been playing football professionally. It does not take you this long to adapt. Even to the point where you start picking up just some average results. You cannot be 11th. Chelsea Football Club are under the top 10. As in, you have to scroll down to see where they are. As in, you have to press next on the page. Potter is gone. He's casting no more spells in Hogwarts. It's done. It is done. It is finished. Forgive them. I can't believe it. Because I'll be real. What was the point of sacking him, man? You might as well let the season pan out. You was not going to achieve anything. The season is done. You're not getting Champions League. You weren't getting Europa League, bro. You wasn't even getting Conference League. And even if they had the audacity to make a Europa League free, give it to eighth place, you still wouldn't make that. Chelsea are in the mud, like dry, thick mud. Like I'm talking, you know that mud when you're getting your crepes and you've been scrubbing it for time and it's still not coming out. That's how deep they are in the mud. It's not a money issue. Bowley, another clueless American, bro. If anything, they should have looked at Arsenal, looked at Kroenke, and said, "Yo, these Americans don't know what they're doing, or they take too long." Nope. Bowley's come in, man's giving out the P dash. That man's moving like it was Monopoly, bro. Just happy to buy everything with no plan, no structure. And me as an Arsenal fan, I'm so glad that we did not sign Mudrick because he had two clear cut chances to keep Potter in his job. Maybe he's working against him. I don't know. I don't know. Sources say that he didn't even want Potter there. You get me? But Potter's gone. And the players found out via social media, bro. The players were even informed. They didn't even know it was gonna happen. The players found out on a whim. Imagine, bro. Imagine you're just scrolling through Instagram and you see your boss has been sacked. Man are sending memes to each other like, "Yo, Potter's good, you know. What on for tomorrow? Like, what's the session saying? You know why? Because they have no plan, bro. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. Like I can't believe it, but I can't believe it at the same time because I thought, you know what? Bowley came in and said, "Oh, we're gonna change the philosophy of the club. You know, we're gonna start to have a plan." Oh, my bad, I've been missing that. So yes, Junior, well gone back again every Monday. Bowley made out that he was gonna be a bit resilient in terms of having a plan, having a structure, following it out, growing, developing. We know Potter's not a manager that's going to have an instant success. He's never managed a big club in his life. Brighton was the biggest club. Prior to that, man was at Ostersons. He did bits of Ostersons, went to Brighton, did good. You cannot come to Chelsea, even if your team is going through a new transition, and be 11th. And you've had a good 4 months. You've spent P. I can't lie. I don't know if he got the players he wanted to get, but the P was spent, quality was put in. You look at Chelsea's team on paper, to think they're 11th is disgusting. You got teams like Brentford, Fulham, week in, week out, performing better than them. It is a joke. Absolute joke. If I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be living in the past right now. I'd be doing up History FC. Anytime someone wanted to banter with me, talk to me, I'd be bringing up everything in the book that we did in 2012, 2020, 2016. Because bro, it's looking peak. Obviously, there's been strong links to, what's his name, Nagelsmann from Bayern Munich. Yeah, the man them are late. Yo, let me put that on blast. The man them are late again, bro. It's always me holding down the fort, my guy. But we'll see. We'll see who pops up. Obviously, I know the couple United fans. They're gonna be hiding, man. They're gonna be hiding, bro. We'll get United as well, fam. We'll get. Hey, listen, every team is getting roasted today except for Arsenal, bro, and City. We'll see how Spurs do. I know the last time I checked the Spurs game, it was 0-0. I believe it is still 0-0. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But Chelsea, bro, and guys, I need to know your opinions, man. I need to know your opinions on this Chelsea situation. Was it the right thing to sack Potter, or should they have waited? Let me know in the comments, please. Let me know because for me, I think it's crazy. They might just let the season pan out. And again, why would you wait until after the international break and then sack him? You could have got a manager in prior to the international break, so we had a couple training sessions in, got to know the players a bit. But now you got no manager. You're going in against Liverpool in the El Midoff, and it was a chance for them to get some respect back. But Everton are down to 10 men as well, and Spurs still haven't scored. I guess this. Yeah, well, let me not even get into it. Let me not get into it. I've banged up the match on my phone here, so I got that there ready to spectate. I'll keep you man updated if you're not watching it yourself. But yo, Chelsea man, put them on the barbecue right now. They're getting roasted. They're getting cooked. I don't know what direction they're gonna take. People are screaming Nagelsmann. He's another Potter. He's actually another Potter. If you actually deep it, you look at him. Bayern Munich was his first, big proper test, and he was actually doing all right. 77% win rate, but I heard he lost the dressing room. And with a club like Bayern Munich, you lose the dressing room, the board doesn't respect you. You're out quick. It don't matter. They're like the caliber of the team. Him coming into Chelsea with the remaining games left, was it 9 games left? I don't understand what's the point. I'll be real. I do not understand the point. You could argue and say it's an early preseason, I guess, for next season. Couple players coming in the summer as well. But for me, I just thought, you know what, let Potter stay for the rest of the season, man. Season was already done, and even give him the audacity to have, I don't know, the first 2-3 months. Let him see how he is when he first starts with the team and things are a bit more in shape. Nope. And I heard Bowley's not even making the decisions anymore. These man said, "Yo, listen, you be moving a bit wild. You be moving a bit wild, bro." So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me know. Let me know who you think should be in charge, man. For me, I think Nagelsmann is the only decent shout. Conte's there, but yo, allow it. To be fair, Conte would actually do all right, man, with a better team. Obviously, man know about the Spurs curse. You see what happens when managers go to Spurs and what happens afterwards. Mourinho is still trying to get his life back together. Man's out here beefing Italians in Roma, getting multiple red cards. I hear it, man. I hear it. Um, but no, Junior, I'm good. I got people coming, bro. They text me saying they're late, but if not, then I'll shout you and get you on. But yo, let's swiftly move up north. Another shambolic display from another shambles of a team this season, anyway. Loserpool, man. Bro, 4-1. Could you do me one favor, bro? I just need to see to drop some points. Could you have done me one little itty bitty favor, bro? Please. Klopp, you change your formation. You score first. City equalize. Okay, cool. Firmly equalize. Man goes back to the 4-3-3. Things go to pots. And the City just walk all over, man. I don't understand. If this was Barca, if this was Real Madrid, if this was City, heck, if this was United, Klopp would have been out. Man said in his press conference, it's because of my history and what I've done. Bro, do you think top tier clubs care about what you did last season or a couple years ago? You're out the door. Tuchel got sacked for much less. Big clubs don't care about your history, bro. They care about what you are doing right now and the direction you are heading in. You have to take it into consideration. A team, penalty. Oh, penalty, 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 penalty. And of all players, it's Romero who's down on the deck. Tottenham have a penalty, bro. I think it's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Let me see. He's caught him. It's a pen. Can't even lie, it's a pen. He's making the most out of it, boy. It's a pen. Man said Spurs needed a pen against 10 men Everton. Yo. This season's a joke thing. But anyway, back to Liverpool. Bro, if this was any other club, Klopp's out. Klopp's out. You cannot rely on your history. End of the day, yeah, even player-wise, as an Arsenal fan, I was ready for Aubameyang to cut. I can't turn around and be like, yo, he won us the FA Cup, so let's keep him in. No, bro. No, don't work like that. When it is time to cut, it is time to cut. And I can't lie, Liverpool, Klopp, it's time to cut. You man slapped up United, 7 Hadoukens. That's cool. That's great. But how are you gonna waste all your goals for the rest of the season on one match? Because since then you haven't bagged, you haven't won, and it's embarrassing. Like you could have actually jumped up to a top 4 opportunity. United have been slipping points as well, and they fumble it. They lose to Bournemouth. They lose to City. Obviously, they lost to Real Madrid, but they weren't going to overturn that deficit in regardless of however they played that day. I'll be real. Right now, for me, Potter should have stayed. Klopp should have left. That is the multiverse. That's what should happen in the multiverse. Klopp should have stayed left, and Potter should have stayed. Because I don't understand what is going on. Obviously, I'm a fan in it. I can only say my opinion. But my opinion, Klopp should have been gone. This should have been the last straw, man. Slapped up by City. These men were bar for bar. This time last year, these men were bar for bar. This time last year, Liverpool were going for the quadruple, cuz. Kane slots it away, 1-0 Spurs, as expected. He he scores penalties, it doesn't really matter. How am I even gonna get into it? But yo, talking about United though, because I know I did a little mention there. Junior is open, my guy. Humbled by Newcastle. And I watched that game. That could have been 4-5. Yuma had one shot on target, and it was a daisy cutter by Anthony, 25 yards out. Like, I've seen Barbie dolls look more threatening. That shot was awful. So yeah, man, Newcastle did their thing. Willock could have had a few. Isaac tearing it up, man. Saint Maximum. If Saint Maximum had a bit better end product, I know he got the assist today from that little header. That was a bit fortunate, I'll be real. But if he just had a bit more end product, bro, that guy would be so cold because he had Dallo on ropes, bro. Dallo was on ropes. Nah, bro. Dallo was on ropes, bro. Like, who was playing right wing? Anthony. Anthony wasn't even helping, man. I'll be real, bro. I don't know if it's a Brazilian versus Portuguese thing, some favelas thing, but he wasn't even helping him, bro. Like, Maximum was turning him pack, cutting inside, taking him one. Yo, I don't think I've seen Dalot make a successful tackle. I can't lie, United were missing Wan-Bissaka, bro. Because Saint Maximum was running riot. If he had end product, Saint Maximum would not be at Newcastle. That guy is a tank. He's a beast. Just when he gets to the final third, it's like he runs out of ideas. He reminds me of Traore. He's more flary and more successful in 1v1s, but he reminds me of Traore, man. Adama Traore. Gets into the final third situation and doesn't make any good use out of it. It's peak. If he could turn that into some numbers, bro, Newcastle would have been firmly in top 4 by now. But talking about top 4, United, I knew this goal difference was gonna bite them, man. Your goal difference is 4. It's 4. Your goal difference is 4. 4. Nah, bro, allow it. Newcastle goal difference is 24, bro. 24. You man's thing is 4, bro. As in, you've scored 4 more goals than you've conceded. And you man are telling me Varane and Luigi are the best centre back pairing. Nah, bro, come off it. Luke Shaw, best left back in the. Ronaldo said he's the best left back in England, in Europe. Come off it. Dalot only looks good going forward, bro. He can't defend. Your DMs. When Casemiro is out, you man are open, bro. Brothel thing. It's peak. Sabitzer. He's just a runner. You man were gassed about him. He's just a runner. He's a runner. He's a chat star. He's a runner, bro. Fred, McTominay, championship ballers. These men should be kicking ball for Luton, not United. And they still wouldn't stand out. Fred has 3 good games a season, bro. Imagine being a season ticket holder and seeing a Brazilian performing 3 games a season. And majority of the time, it's the Europa League. When you allow it. This United squad overhaul is needed. And then Ten Hag, I kind of rate Ten Hag. I kind of don't. Why? Number one, you man are only 3 points better than what you was last season. You signed Weghorst because apparently Ronaldo wasn't good enough. I'm gonna say that again. You signed Weghorst because apparently Ronaldo isn't good enough. And if Rashford doesn't score, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I don't know. Rashford looked tired yesterday. Like, must have been spending the night before feeding the kids, bro. Out active 2, 3 a.m. thing because he looked tired, bro. He wasn't doing nothing. Bruno got dominated by the other Bruno. Bruno Gomes is a baller, don't get me wrong. Man, he's mad press resistant. But Bruno got dominated by the other Bruno, bro. It's peak. You man had long stuff. Long stuff. Looking like Xavi, fam. Nah, bro. You had Willock running riot. This guy couldn't even get into the Arsenal team. He couldn't get in. He could not get in. We loaned him and sold him. He could not get in. Man's running riot against your team. We've finally been joined by one of the brothers. Hey, better late than never. Welcome to the party.
Come on,
Man,
come
like
on.
Ish. Literally, I just
Listen,
seen
I'm
McCain
watching the
penalty
games
still, so I know
intense
you're
right
happy.
now. Still 1-0.
Yeah, I know you're happy. 10 men as well. You need a penalty. Disgusting.
A little bit. I would have been happier if Man United took care of business yesterday.
Yeah, relying on Man United is like
This is Spurs right now, man. This is our reality.
that's like relying on a fat kid not to eat Mackies when he walks past it. United are not the team to put your money in, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Ever since the Carabao Cup win, they might have been on some flimsy thing. It's like they thought the season was done. They were taking out the flag, celebrating. Then they were like, "Yeah, it's wraps. It's done." Um, I'll be real. I'll be real. United are in the mud. Chelsea are in the mud. Liverpool in the mud. Spurs, you man can get out of the mud. You man can get out of the mud. This is your chance now. This is your chance now. Because I'm sure if
I,
you win this, you're third, right?
no, yes, but they still have Newcastle still have 2 games in hand?
Yeah, but they got players, so that's one game in hand.
1 game in hand. Yeah, for once. Thank you, Arsenal. Do something nice for me. Um, I would say for Spurs, it's all about our momentum, and for us, we never seem to keep it. For whatever the case is, we've only played like 45 minutes of football. We're playing a really weak Everton side that should be on their way out of the Premier League. In my
10
opinion,
men.
I think they should be out. They need to reconstruct and rebuild. But my God, I don't know about Spurs right now, man. I mean, you're thinking of what managers we can get after what Chelsea did yesterday.
Bro, I can't believe, yo, Potter, man. I feel for the kid. I feel for the
I
kid,
don't
bro.
though. I feel like managers need to beware. Chelsea is. I kept saying it. If Chelsea Football Club was a person, it'd be Kim Kardashian, just plastic and fake as fuck. I say it, man. Anytime they don't like something, quick, we need to chop and change this, nip and tuck this, and that's what they do. That's their ethos.
Yeah, but I thought
Like,
Bowley was on about, you know,
yeah,
different,
longevity and
yeah,
trying to
longevity,
build
different.
something through the academy and youth system, but he's stocking up players like an NBA draft. That's what he does. He's got to realize this ain't American sports.
Yo,
Like
somebody
you
said he
can't
put
you
them on.
can't win like that. You got to get a
Someone said,
manager who plays a certain way with 5 transfer windows, and then try and get the players in to build that. If you
he
give a
tried to
manager
cram it.
5 transfer windows, which he hasn't got,
He tried
because
to
he had a
cram it in
whole set
one.
of
I told you
players.
this, man. He tried to cram it in one window.
But this is the mad thing. You got players still there from the Tuchel era, right? Players he had no plans for. He hasn't been able to get rid of them. He hasn't offloaded anyone. He hasn't been able to like show his brand of football, and you got rid of him. Like you got 35 players on your squad. 35. Like, and they're not dead ballers. It just means you haven't really had a chance to put them all together because you've done this all mid-season and you got rid of him.
But you know
They
what
don't
Potter's
think
biggest mistake was? Potter's biggest mistake was not being a man enough to tell set players, yo, listen, I got 35, you 10. I can't lie, you're not really in my plans like that. You're just gonna have to train and work hard. Because realistically, you keep chopping and changing, trying to keep everyone happy, you're gonna build no chemistry, no relationship on the pitch. And you see it. Players weren't on the same wavelength.
100%.
It was
He
just
just
hit
brought
and
back
hope.
N'Golo Kante. Man ain't played for months. I even forgot he was at Chelsea. That's how deep it was, yeah. Shout out to France, because I feel like if he was healthy, Messi wouldn't have had his World Cup, but still. I'm telling you this right now. There's a whole bag of players on Chelsea we forgot exist. Like, and the person I feel bad for the most is Raheem Sterling. Yeah, like I feel sorry for him the most. That's not what he signed up for. He's a world class player who deserves to be playing week in week out football. But they're treating him like he is old in football years, but my man's not even 28 yet.
This is what I'm saying. The disrespect to Sterling is mad. The
I
disrespect to
feel for
Sterling
him.
is
I
mad.
really do.
I didn't want him to go Chelsea. I'll be real. I did not want him to go Chelsea because I knew if he didn't hit the ground running, people were going to say he's a flop, and he's not. He's not.
He's not. He's not.
He's not a flop. But
And
Chelsea right now, bro, I'll be real. Someone said Bowley, Bowley's getting players on baseball contracts, and I hear it, bro.
he he
I
is. He
hear
is.
it.
He is.
But he,
I'm just thinking. I don't think he knows what he's doing, and he's
no, he
listening
doesn't.
to
It's
a bunch.
evident. It's evident he doesn't know what he's doing.
It's
But
not
who do
even
you think we
that.
should bring in though?
What for Chelsea?
Yeah, we should.
This is the thing.
Nagelsmann's
If you're
there.
a manager,
Conte's
would you
there.
want to go to Chelsea though? Because the insecurity of your job, especially if you're coming from abroad, bringing your wife and family and kids over for being there for another 6 months, you could be out by January. Deep it. The league's about to end in about 10 games. Yeah, and if you're not sitting at the top of the Premier League by the Christmas break, they're going to be looking for the next man.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. I mean, on the bright side though, it's mad. But on the bright side, as a manager, you can see the quality of players and be like, I can work with that. I can bring in identity here, and next season I can really, put my philosophy over it and get some longevity. If you're a manager that fully backs himself and sees the players and the funds that are available, you could argue and say that's a good opportunity. That's a project there that I can be the main guy for. I can bring Chelsea back.
But then you're thinking about the offload too. How many players you know to keep? You got to get rid of at least what 10 players this off season,
That's true.
possibly. But
10 to
then
15,
who
yeah.
would you want to keep and take? Like you got some old guys whose market value is depreciating by the second, right? I'm thinking what are you going to get back for Aubameyang? Because I know the plans
Bro,
are to
it's
keep
a
him,
free. Aubameyang is a free.
but that's an L financially, and then you're gonna have to think about swallowing
It's an
all that.
L,
You're
but
gonna have to swallow a lot of L's.
get rid of his wages would be better, more beneficial. So let him go for
Hundred
free, man.
percent. Like personally, I don't
Let him
mind
go for
watching
free.
Chelsea suffer. Right, I enjoy it. It gives me a bit of pleasure, but I feel for it because that's something Abramovich built from the ground up, and I rated it. And now it's just like it's a joke,
And
man.
it's mad because
The
Abramovich is
club's a
only
joke.
out. He's only out because of politics. He's not out because of footballing reasons. Man's
Yeah,
only out.
yeah,
And look at the
yeah.
crumble, bro. Look at the crumble, bro.
But
Mad.
this is what Shem used to say. Yeah, Abramovich was Chelsea's culture and identity. He was like the father figure for them. Now he's
Yeah,
gone.
fact.
They look like a child. They look like they look like an orphan, just out of there, cast out, like left to the world. It looks sad, cuz no identity, no culture, no nothing. Just running around like headless geese. Like they flew away
That's
from the
it, what?
destiny right now, man. It's just looking sad. 11th place. We are
Bro,
10 games to go, and Chelsea are 11th. You could
at
not
least
call
at
it if
least
you
they got
wanted to.
the at least they're 1 point away from safety.
Boy,
They'll get a 40-point mark. They're good.
that's
Successful
true,
season.
true. But then you're not getting any type of European football, any type.
I think that's
So
good
how
for
you
them, you know.
gonna like are you gonna try convince Nagelsmann to come?
I think it's good and bad that they're not getting European football. The fact
It is
is
because they can solely focus on the league.
they can
But
solely focus
then
on the league, but there's more bads. There's more negatives because the major negative for me is not even the fact that your club's no longer in Europe. It's the fact that you're gonna keep more players fit, and now you've got 25 world ballers. Now that you got rid of the 10, and realistically, you're only gonna be using about 13 to 14 because you're not got no midweek fixtures except for the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. And if they crash out of those early, who's man? Them won't even be playing games, and then it's more negative dressing room atmosphere is poor. They're not used to the manager. The manager's new, so they can't really trust him and even have that relationship with him. And I don't think I generally don't think. I think that atmosphere must be toxic. I'll be real.
100%. And I remember right before they were trying to set before they had to get rid of Abramovich, they were talking about new stadium, new legacy, new this. Chelsea looked promising. Now I don't know where I have no idea where their club future lies. I have
Bro,
no idea.
a new stadium might be their best signing because nothing else has worked out.
Hey, look what they said to Spurs: get a new stadium. Our biggest star so far to come to the stadium is going to be Beyonce, fam. We ain't attracting no top flight player yet. We're going to lose Kane in the summer. Yeah, probably Son too. And then we have to start all over again. which
Hey, you
ain't a
still got
bad
Lucas
thing.
though.
Huh?
You still got Lucas though. It's calm, man. It's good.
I mean, he needs to be cutting teeth. I can't lie. I can't believe he's still here. Yo, he
He's
needs to
just a
relax.
monster.
I love him for everything he did though, but yeah, it's time to move on. Football's a what have you done for me lately type of thing.
Yo,
Well, my thing's paused. Your thing's paused. Yee. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Our host will be back on soon, and just watching this Spurs game right now.
can you hear me? Ish.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad. No,
Cool, cool,
I
cool.
was gonna ask you, talking about what have you done for me now, and not what have you done for me before. Should Klopp be in or out, man?
I was having this conversation yesterday, and I still think Klopp should be in because I feel like he's earned the right to start again with the squad.
But
I
why
feel
though?
like there's too
If
many
this was
holes in his
Bayern
team, and he
Barca,
has to
you're
realize
sacked.
this thing. Huh?
If this is Barca,
I
Real
can't. I could.
Madrid, Juventus, you're gone. You're gone.
But then Klopp took Chelsea, Liverpool from nowhere though, because Liverpool were really in the mud, and I can't think of another manager that can do what he's going to do for that team. He just needs to revamp the whole squad, and I think he tried to do it slowly, so that kind of pieces replace itself. Like you got Luis Diaz in, and then you got Nunes in, and then tried to replace Mane, right? But it's just not the same, and I don't think he realized how much better Arsenal and City were going to be from them. And plus, everyone knows about Klopp's 7-year curse. He kind of grinds his players out. But if he knows that about himself, I would have revamped the squad last season.
Or at least strengthen in the right places.
Well, that's the thing. You still got Trent playing right back. He couldn't stop a cold. Like he could not hit water if he fell out of a boat. Like I would have transitioned him into a number 8 because he clearly can't defend. He's too one-dimensional. And I was saying this, he's had no competition at his spot, right? Throughout his entire tenure at Liverpool, he's just been the sole a right back or wing back. So what are you really going to do with a guy who doesn't defend? Because you're going to concede a lot, especially when everyone's not stayed
Mm-hmm.
healthy and they already know where to attack.
No, that's true. I mean, for me, like I just thought midfield, especially they signed Arthur. Obviously, I know he's injured, but he was never really even gonna be good enough to do anything. Defensive
Mm.
wise, I know they got Konate in, but like you look at Robertson, he's not be the same. Simicast is not good enough. You look at that midfield, it's getting on. Thiago's getting on. Henderson's getting on. Fabinho,
That midfield's
he's starting
getting
to look like
dusty. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like you
Fabinho's
can't
looking
just
like he's
hope
burning
and
out.
rely and try to get Bellingham because it's not happening.
Why would Bellingham want to go to a team that's
See what I
not got
mean?
Europe? He's
Listen,
literally in the
Jordan Henderson
Champions
can
League right
headbutt this
now.
guy as much as he
Well,
wants.
he
Yeah, he's
was.
not going to come join you.
I won't be
Like,
surprised if Bellingham goes City.
that's too much talent on one team. I wouldn't be
No, because
surprised if he went either.
Gundogan's probably done now. Let's be real. Silva wants out. They haven't really got mid box to box midfield stars coming in.
Yeah, but then who's the next? If you want to get a younger team, who'd you be looking at next? Like a good box to box midfielder. Then you need another destroyer as well, just to make things go. That's why I said I would try transition Trent into an 8. And then try look
I,
at just like getting like short-term replacements. You could even get Kyle Walker-Peters from Southampton. He's a good right back, he just played in a bad situation.
I hear that. Or even Lamptey. But
For real, yeah.
I think the main concern for me with Liverpool is just I think they're just being found out into a way of that they can't even get out. He tried that new formation against City. It was actually working. It's
For the
actually
first
working.
half.
Then yeah, and then it's like he reverted back to the 4-3-3 and it flopped.
I think he was doing it because he couldn't find the ways to attack and score. But then I would have rather settled for that draw in that game and been happy with it, then
Settle,
go out the
bro.
way he did in the second half.
Understand your situation, bro. Allow the high press
100%.
thing.
You
Understand
know,
your
you said that.
situation,
I
and
understand your situation. That's Chelsea right now. They don't understand their situation. No, it's true. Think about it this time last year, right? For Arsenal fans, do you guys think you're going to be in this situation right now?
nah.
Exactly. You guys have blown the league away. What? Just 2 losses to your record. But I think Arteta understood his situation. He was a few key pieces away and the squad gelling together from you guys actually competing. And this is where you are now, right? A lot of managers don't address the fans and address their team and tell them this is the situation we're in right now. We're not good, but we need to make the best of a bad situation and ride out the storm while we can. Because it's not just my job on the line, it's yours. People are going to start doubting your ability as ballers, right?
That's true.
And you got that. It's true. You got to address your dressing room like that and tell them it's not just me who's looking bad. It's you guys as players that's not going to shine well. Like then you get less England caps, get less exposure, your endorsements, and your money starts to go down, all because of the way you guys play on the pitch.
That's true. Talking about
So,
Chelsea and their situation. Oh my gosh, another red card. Lucas, he's just come on the pitch.
bruv, what is this? Hey, you're joking.
Yo, you know if Everton's equalised that.
What? Yo,
He's just come on the pitch. Oh, it's not even a bad challenge, man. That's
man.
like I get. That's a bit. That's a straight red. A straight red for that. That's off, man. I mean, you shouldn't be diving in like that anyway. But that looks a bit. I'm a bit surprised. That's a red. I'm a bit surprised. Yo, Everton are gonna come out now. You know that this
Huh?
game has got a lot. Everton are gonna
No,
come
no,
out
no,
now. You
no.
know.
We're gonna park the bus. We got what 5 minutes left. I know
How
they're
many
gonna add
times
like
are
some
they gonna
silly
come
amount of
out?
stoppage time. We're gonna park the bus. I need a Jose classic right now. A Mourinho special. Just park the bus. Everyone get on the goal
It
line.
won't be. Iwobi's coming for you, man. Now you know.
Nah. He
You might
needs
look at
to
Calvin
keep his
Lewis
ass
out.
up on that.
They got no focal point up front either. That Mopai guy is a joke. But yeah, as I was saying, obviously Conte's there. If we use Conte, would you go back to Chelsea?
I think he's had his full of England, you know. I think he's had his full of England. And if he's talking about bad managing clubs right now, I think Chelsea in a worse off spot than Spurs right now. They got a lot of talent, right? But I don't know what club direction is. And Conte likes to be in control, number one,
Let's
which
be
is why he
back,
fell out with
bro.
us. Because Levy's the one who likes to pull all the strings and it hasn't worked at all. But he doesn't like to overspend, which is why he pulls all the strings.
Mm.
I feel like Chelsea will give him all the control he wants and he'd relish in it.
You're gonna be vexed.
What? What?
Oh my gosh. Nah, Lucas is a joke, man. What a goal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That shocked me. Bro, he just shook it so hard from so far. My bad, babes. Okay, you can go back to bed. Sorry.
This is
My
what I
bad.
mean, man. Speed a Spurs fan, it affects your mental health.
Nah, bro. He slapped it in from about 30 yards. Keep it even move. Oh, my bad, baby. My bad.
It's okay, it's okay. As a Spurs fan, you have to be mentally ready for this.
Bro, I'm speechless.
This is
Nah.
it's just a normal day of being a Spurs fan.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
actually upsetting, man.
Bro, what a strike though. Nah.
Nah, they're
Bro.
playing games, man. They are actually playing. I listen. I need a new goalkeeper. I need new centre halves. I need new. Give me a new squad, bro. Give me a new squad. This is what I mean, cuz. Joke team. How you gonna have Hugo's pushing 40 and then he still cut? He didn't even. I need new squad. I would everyone barring Romero at the back needs to cut. Everyone barring Romero, fam. Like
Bro, I
Emerson had
said
a
to
couple
you, I
good
said
stretch of games, but he's finished too, and his injury shown, cuz we needed him
I
today.
said to you, bro, if this red card leads to an Everton equalizer, bro, Lucas has shot you man in the foot. He just came on, bro. He's been on like 5, 6 minutes. How you getting a straight red? You was just brought on to
I
just,
don't
just
know.
control the game out.
This is what I said. Top four's finished, fam. We're not making it.
It was a mad strike, though. I can't lie.
We're not making top four.
Yo,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry, people. We got a bit distracted. I even woke up my son. That the goal was immense. The goal was immense. What was he chatting about? I mean, Conte. Yeah. It was. Yo, you're not even able to concentrate.
Listen, people, I'm in a state of some serious depression right now. Yeah,
Oh my
I feel like
god.
Arsenal fans like in 2017, fam. Just joke man vibes. Joke man vibes.
Nah.
Everything at
Um.
Spurs needs to change, even the bloody logo, fam. Are you gonna have are you gonna have a bird and tell me he's gonna do something special, fam? A bird, cuz. Love it. Just flew away from his destiny time ago, bruv. Hey, like everything
What you
needs
doing
to
with that chair?
change.
Hey, what you doing with that chair? Huh? You want what?
Joke, joke.
Okay. But you leave that chair here. You don't need the chair because I said so. Anyway, yo, sorry people, mad distracted. 7 minutes left. I wanna keep things nice, short and sweet today. Um, we're gonna quickly move on to the City Liverpool game. Obviously, I didn't get to watch it. Actually, no, we chopped it up already, didn't we? Sorry, the Arsenal game. Yeah, the Arsenal game. Arsenal leads. Obviously, I watched that.
Ah man, that was a coming win anyway, man. That was a calm win for you guys. Routine
Yeah,
win.
nothing much to really talk about that. Routine win. Good to see Jesus back amongst the
It
goals as
was, it
well.
was. I've always enjoyed him as a
Um,
player.
yeah, it was good to see him back. Saka getting a rest as well, and we still getting the goals. I was happy to see that. Holding as well. Saliba still out holding, filling in, doing well, holding it down literally. Yeah, man, just
Hey,
another routine
that's gonna be
win.
a problem next week though. Don't you have
I
Newcastle
think
next?
Liverpool, bro.
Oh, mm, mm. You'll be
The
all
only
right.
thing I like about Holding is his aerial threat. Like he's good in the air. You know what I'm saying? But
But that's
in
not
terms of
Liverpool's game plan though.
that's what I'm saying. In terms of
Liverpool
defending,
like to put the ball on the floor and run at you, and that's what
yeah,
I'm scared
I'm
about for you
scared.
guys.
If Nunes starts running at Holding, it's a long day. So for me, if I was Arteta, I would take a risk. I'd put Ben White in the centre back with Gabriel and right back, bro. I'd put Zinchenko right back and let him play inverted from the right, and I'd play Taney left back. He's not going to do that. He's going to trust Holding, and we're going to probably struggle in that game. But for
I
me,
feel like you outscored them in that game because just as bad as you may think you're leaky at the back, it is nowhere as bad as the problems that Liverpool have right now.
it's at Anfield though.
Yeah, Anfield's a tough place to play. I mean, you saw what they did to Man United. That was a decimation. You ain't as bad as that though. Like, I have more faith in you guys to go get a result there. Way more faith.
We'll see, because even City held a L there early in the season, and Liverpool
Yeah,
weren't
I still
firing.
think you'll get a result there.
I'm
I think
hoping,
you got to
man.
strike early and quiet the crowd, then you can get a result. I just feel
For
like you're gonna have to rely on Saka to do something and come back and do something.
bro, bro, for real. And obviously now we got a little bench option in Trossard as well. Does help in case Martinelli is
That's
not
what I'm
having a
saying.
good
You're
day.
you're deep. Like you guys are what 17 man deep in your squad. There's not really too much improvement you have to do until you start looking for European football.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. No, it's gonna be a very interesting one. Obviously, Chelsea Liverpool tomorrow, the mid off. That's a interesting one as well, because Chelsea could be even further in the mud. I think it's at Anfield as well. Is it? Not too sure where it is. But that one can be deep. It's weird because I feel like if Liverpool lose that, Klopp might really be on the verge of getting sacked.
I don't think Liverpool can sack him though. He's done
Bro,
too
he
much.
literally said in the press conference, "I'm only here because of what I've already achieved."
Yeah, but even they know if they go after him, cool. Who are you gonna go get? Enrique, Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann's their best option. I think their best
Lam-
option.
See, Gerard's there, innit?
Fam, fam. He's done a lot for the club, yeah. He's done a lot for the club, but even they know he ain't the man for the job.
No,
He's
he's not.
not.
He's not. He's not. Do you think he would? Do you think he would command respect though, and maybe able to get something out of the players?
Yeah, the track. If you get respect because he's the legend there, he's like the biggest player that's played for the club. Problem is they're gonna look at his managerial tactics and they're gonna see what Klopp used to bring before, and they'll be like, "This guy ain't it. His football brain's gone out the window, fam. Like he's taking too many balls to the head. You can't make a plan to make us win. And you got to be realistic when you come
Oh,
into
Chelsea
there
right home.
and think you got to think how many teams are currently better than us, right? There's at least five or good six teams better than Liverpool currently, and then you have to figure out how do I get in between because you're trying to make top four first, slide into Champions League to attract good players, then try to build your squad from there.
That's what I'm saying. But if Liverpool are not in Europe next season, do you take that little gamble of a Gerrard, see what happens, see
Nah,
what pans out? You don't.
so I don't want Liverpool to do the same thing Spurs did. Klopp's got enough respect and repertoire under his belt to start again. And I feel like he needs to clean house. Clean house, start again. You're gonna suck for another 2 seasons, but then you can rebuild and see what type of squad you're trying to get again. Try go out in the market and try find another Mane. Try find yourself another good couple of players that can be a good box to box players, play that high intensity football, that pressing football that Liverpool like to play. You need fresh legs because over time because of how physical your team plays, it does wear you out. You need to have a deep squad as well.
No, I hear that. I hear that. That is true. For me though, I just think, you know what? Why not? Like,
You're
why
gonna
not?
let Klopp walk.
Bro, I think it's you know about the 7 year curse. He's literally saying in his press conferences, "I'm here off merit." Like it's clearly not working. The players look like they don't really believe in it anymore.
Nah,
Why are you
man.
going to
Fund the
continue to?
players. They can all move.
I don't think it'll be wise to rebuild with Klopp now. You know,
I'd definitely rebuild. I would rebuild.
with Klopp though.
Why not? Like everyone got so shocked when Jack Cancelo got let go. Yeah. No one is bigger than the club. Rebuild all the time.
I
If
hear
you're
that.
still hungry to win as a manager, right, and your ethos of football is still relevant in today's game and hasn't been left behind, rebuild. Just go find players that fit your build.
I think Klopp does have his favourites though.
He does. You can tell he does, but the same way the squad's aged out. Like you're literally running on empty right now. They're literally going on fumes. That midfield is smoky. So you need to go get some new young blood in there.
So much every team wrapped up. Obviously, the Spurs toughy games just finished. Incredible strike from Keane to cancel out Harry Kane's penalty. Lucas comes on for 3 4 minutes and then goes back to the showers. He wasn't feeling it. Doesn't like it down there. Liverpool said it was a bit cold and that. I hear him, man. Can't blame him. He's a Brazilian man. He wants the warmth. Getting back to Flamengo, innit? Get back to the favelas and that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
At
man.
least it's warm
Interesting
weather,
one
man.
though.
Huh?
Obviously, United. I said interesting because United will absolutely relished on that draw. You man drawing. They probably were celebrating that Keane goal because even though they were clear, United at one point were clear top four. Now all of a sudden, 3 4 games later, shaky, and it shows you the competitiveness of the league, and it shows you that you're never safe. Never safe. You are safe. 12th never safe. First and second are never safe, and this top four race, no one's safe. By another good my pastor, big up. Welcome to the street, brother Shep.
Yes,
We'll give you the
sir.
last 5 10 minutes just to say what you think about. I'll give you 3 topics. Part of being sacked, Arsenal winning again, and the top four race with United Spurs.
Oh,
right.
Spurs, man.
How you doing? You're right. Been watching you lot. Keep up the good work. Um, First one, Potter being sacked. I think he was. I don't want to say he was set up, but his hands were tied. How do you give a manager in January, not summer, in January, all those signings? This is his first time at this type of club with this kind of culture. Not going to say he was perfect and he helped himself with some formations and playing people out of positions and stuff, but couldn't have been easy. And I was saying to someone, you've got someone like Oba, who's a mercenary, as we all know, in that camp, and he's not in the CL team. I can only imagine what could be going on behind the scenes there. I'm not sure if you guys heard me clearly on that. Did we?
Yeah, you can hear you nice and clear.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I think yeah, it was set up to fail for him, unfortunately. But Chelsea's Chelsea, and it seems that Todd Boehly's even more ruthless than the Abramovich era with the way he's moving. So I don't think it's going to do anything bad to his CV. Chelsea managers still get jobs afterwards. Just look at Tuchel at Bayern. Conte still got decent jobs. Jose still got decent jobs twice after being sacked from Chelsea. So I don't think it's going to affect his future because people look at Chelsea as a free hit. Regarding
I think with them, they've got a bit more
them
pedigree, a
get
bit more
his
history.
this season.
Oh, struggling to hear you a little bit there. Can you hear us? I think we
Is he
lost you.
frozen?
Yeah, it's frozen. It's frozen. You back?
Okay.
Sorry, just repeat that.
No, I was just saying.
Yeah, I'm back.
And obviously,
Repeat
because you
that for me
mentioned
again, please.
Mourinho and Conte bouncing back, I feel like because they've got a bit more pedigree, a bit more history about them, it's easier. For Paul, it was an opportunity and he fumbled it, and I see him going back to like a Leicester now, rather
If Leicester can
than
make it out of this bottom
team
heap,
that's got this.
Ooh, maybe a next season he goes to Leicester. I don't know about this season because it's a bit of a risk to go to Leicester because if they end up going down and jump back into that relegation race, and he ends up being the manager that's there, they go down. That really hurts his CV. I think he might hold on, and maybe Spurs might want to go for him in summer.
Yeah.
I don't see
He'll
Spurs
do
going.
all right.
nah. Don't do us like that. We're a bit better than that still. We need to get someone.
Hey, you know what? Potter
I want
might
Luis
go back to
Enrique. I want
Brighton.
Luis Enrique.
I don't think Luis Enrique's come to Spurs. Let's be honest.
He
He's not coming.
may not. If top four comes, he may want to come, but he'd want changes.
Listen,
Like we'd all want changes at Spurs.
Listen, I reckon Spurs are getting someone that we don't know, but none of the guys that we know, the top guys, because when they look at what's happened there, Jose, Conte, and Conte, you could argue was given money, but was it the signings he wanted? Because he never really trusted Jed Spence, never really played him.
You said Jed Spencer's in Nance now.
Played Basuma.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they hardly played Basuma. And let's be honest, like Conte, like Jose,
That's not Conte's fault, though.
ready-made.
That's not Conte's fault.
Okay,
The problem with Spurs is
might
still
not be
Levy.
Conte's fault.
It's all Levy, bro.
Yes, I agree, and that's why I don't think you're gonna get Enrique. That's why Nagelsmann turned you down, and we know
He's not gonna
Nagelsmann
pay. He's not gonna pay for Enrique.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Until we fire Levy and we get like a real good director of football, like don't get me wrong, I don't even know what's gonna happen to. I don't even know what's gonna happen to Fabrizio and Prazzi because he's got his own charges. He's got to go again, go deal with it back in Italy. So our operations of football is really in the mud right now.
Yeah, like the Gooner said there, Levy ain't going anywhere for now. For now, he's not going anywhere.
He's not going nowhere. Not while that stadium's making money.
Exactly, and that stadium's gonna keep making money.
Yeah,
Guys
but
need
it's
to
gonna still
remember
keep having an
that.
empty trophy cabinet.
Well, that's a Spurs problem.
It really is, man. Like, I feel like,
That's true.
but
But
to
yeah,
be
obviously,
honest,
because
that's kind of like you lot's history. That
but
is
that's the
your
thing,
history. You're not a
which is
team
why I
that
said you
wins
need a new
trophies.
owner. Someone with a new owner is gonna give the club a new identity. Logo too. Get rid of the bird. Like,
Well,
you got to bring in a
there's a,
winning mentality.
my last point. Without putting my personal preferences as to who I want the top four next year, because you're looking at, you know, who your team can get in the transfer market, and certain teams making the top four means that you get a better chance. So I'd rather see Brighton in the top four alongside Liverpool, but I'm not going to get that. So I think the other two teams are going to top four. Don't want Newcastle to make it in there, but I have a sneaky feeling they're going to make it. New United.
wait, just say that again. You was cracking up.
That's my prediction.
Say that last
Yeah,
bit
that
again.
was a bit.
I was saying that I don't want United or Spurs to make the top four because Spurs are just Spurs, and I just don't think it makes any sense them making the top four. But it can. Harry Kane goals. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. You guys don't win trophies, so I mean, like, why do you want to be in the Champions League just to be there to making up the numbers? We're Arsenal fans. We've been there before when we used to make up the numbers, and I'm glad that I'm glad that we weren't getting into Champions League because those days we were just making numbers. So I would prefer
We go to
Brighton
compete. We made a
and
final. That's what matters. We've
Liverpool
made
to
a
make
final.
the
We didn't
top
win,
four.
but
I
we've
don't
made a
think we're going to
finals.
get that.
You got to that
You see,
final fraudulently, man.
This is the problem with Spurs. How can you final? People don't claim make a final. Look about if you win.
But we came to compete. You don't make a finals to not try compete though. Like, it's a tournament. Things happen. But we made a final where our objective was to win. You're not gonna go
You
to a
know
final
what?
and say, "Oh,
I think
we're happy
certain
to be
they
here."
want to.
But you were happy to be there. Let's be real.
Of course, we're happy to be there, man. Am I gonna see another Spurs Champions League final in my life?
Well, your players
I don't
play like
know.
they're happy to be
I know,
there.
man. Football's a funny game, man. 2040, Spurs could be there again. Last thing
Wait,
I want to say though.
let me run Spurs, huh? Let me run Spurs. I'll show you how a football club's meant to be run.
That's what I'm gonna say before we wrap up. I'll ask Ish and I'll ask Ish. Are Spurs making top four?
Nah. Wholeheartedly, you gotta be realistic, man. I would love to say yeah, but I just see Newcastle going in a better run of games. And unless United just stay down where they are, but I feel like they'll turn it around. I feel like Ten Hag will turn it around.
All right.
Even if we do,
And brother,
I have that feeling United will win the Europa League and they'll kick us out.
Stop it. No, it'd be good if they win the Europa League. It's good because it frees up a spot for you.
True.
Brother Shep, are Arsenal going to win the league?
Arsenal got the league.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear?
I don't know. Pastor, can you hear me? I think his thing's frozen. It's frozen on him biting his lip as well.
Oh gosh.
He's looking like he's trying to riz.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think. I think we lost him. We're gonna wrap up there anyway. Thank you everyone for joining the 620 podcast. We'll be back again Monday 9:15. Plenty to talk about going into next week. I can't wait. Some big games. Liverpool got back-to-back London games as well. yo, it's going down, man. It's going down. 9 games left. Let's do this, Gunners. Let's go.
What now? What an